doctor's office. Hi, Dr. Ichabod.
It's good to see you, Daryl. Anything new happening?
Nothing interesting.
Should we talk about your family, Daryl? Why don't we continue where we left off?
I don't understand why I even want to talk about that.
I want you to get better, Daryl. To heal. You have to talk in order to heal.
I'm 3 years older than Clyde, you know that. We did everything together as kids, ran through the woods, played baseball, made snow forts in the winter.
What happened when you got older?
I don't know. I guess things changed.
Something must have changed when you went off to college and you said Clyde stopped going to classes.
Maybe. But I don't know what it was. Since you're the doctor, why don't you tell me?
It doesn't work like that, Daryl. I can guide you and help you, but I can't live life for you.
This is so pointless.
I know it's frustrating, but it's not pointless. Are you taking the pills?
I'm not sure I want to.
Well, it's your choice whether or not to take them. But if you want to get better, take them.
Daryl's Dream Journal. Entry 2. I stumble away from the tree and I'm weak on my legs, but luckily nothing seems to be broken. As I walk, searching the path amidst the high grass, I also scan for the snake because I want nothing to do with it. I walk for a bit and no path appears. It gets dark and from the shadows of the forest I see the snake's yellow eyes. I run. The snake follows me. You'd think it would be easy to run from a snake, but it seems the faster I run, the closer the snake gets. I'm petrified, running faster and faster, the snake getting closer and closer until at last, the snake lunges at me. I cover my face, and the snake misses me entirely. I look behind me and notice a huge bear the snake is attacking. The bear is drooling and rabid, and the snake is circling back on it, strangling and attacking it from many sides at once. The bear takes huge bites of the serpent, but the serpent is much faster and seems to appear from many places at once. I try to back away from the fight, but I can't. I look down and my feet are paralyzed. I'm petrified, but all I can do is sit and watch as these two animals fight each other. April 30th, 2012. Frank appeared at the condo sometime after the doctor's appointment yesterday. He was a short, heavy-set man with a big smile. He acted really friendly, and Summer told me that he had brought us all a big burger cake. But I just didn't trust him, and quickly made an excuse and went to work on the Perfect City project in silence. When I woke up, I made breakfast while being as polite as I could with Frank, while also saying as little as humanly possible. Half asleep, I ask Frank if he wants a bagel, and when he says yes, I put 2 bagels in the toaster oven. A million thoughts are rolling through my mind as I stand with my back turned to Frank, waiting on the coffee maker I had just turned on. Although I'm not watching him, I get the sense Frank is watching me. "You know," he says after a silence, "it's good to see you again." I hand him a plate with the bagel and ask him if he wants cream cheese or jam. He gives me a strange look but doesn't break his smile and tells me that cream cheese would be fantastic. He tries to start a conversation a few times, and although I try to be polite and give him the hint that I don't want to talk, he won't stop talking. He just brings up more topics the less I talk. As I finish my bagel, he thanks me for the meal but says I should be a little more respectful of my elders. I really want to kick the man out. I don't know what it is about him, but I don't trust him. I know that's not an option, so I just smile, wave, and head out the door. May 6th, 2012. Frank left after a few days, and finally the apartment went back to normal. Normal is, of course, a relative term, since now it seemed like Clyde was at the apartment more and more. I'd be lying if I said that it didn't stress me out. Clyde was always paranoid about something, saying I was stealing from him or watching him. I tried to stay out of his way as much as possible, but living in a small apartment, that wasn't really possible all of the time. So we were having dinner. Chicken cacciatore with garlic bread, and I'm trying to talk to Clyde. Summer tries to reassure me and says I shouldn't pressure him too much. Clyde just looks off into the distance and closes his eyes and hums, meditating and blocking me out. I sigh loudly and continue to eat. After dinner, I'd almost forgotten about the whole thing, and I'm doing dishes when Clyde walks up to me, tells me I shouldn't be so disagreeable, and then promptly walks off. This is when it starts. I tell Summer that Clyde is getting really unstable again. I finish up the dishes and ask Summer if she wants me to massage her shoulders. She shrugs me off, telling me that she has a lot of paperwork to do and doesn't want to be bothered. I look over and Clyde is watching us. I try not to think anything of it, but it really, really bugs me. I start to tell Summer about the project I'm working on, but quickly lose focus. Clyde is still watching us. Summer glances up and then back down as Clyde glares. "Oh, come on," I say as I put cans in the cupboard. "I'm letting you stay here. Can't you at least not stare?" Summer walks up and tries to calm me by putting her hands on my shoulders, but I brush her off as she had brushed me off earlier. I walk away and open my folder of sketches for the perfect city. 10 minutes later, Summer knocks and comes in the bedroom, telling me that she really wants to stay and watch over Clyde, but that it would be better if I go somewhere else. "But why do I have to leave?" I ask. Summer smiles. "It's just simpler this way. I'll stay and be with Clyde, and you'll go to the old farm." I sigh. She doesn't say anything else. She just stares at me. "Well," I say, "you're a wonderful lady, and I know you'll take good care of him. Just let him know that the work I'm doing is work I'm doing for him. For all of us." Summer smiles. "He knows," she says. We stare out at the blight before us, both lost in thought. We can see a Subway, 2 Starbucks, 2 McDonald's, and a few 7-Elevens from where we're sitting. I can't say I'll miss being here, but I'll miss hanging with you. I go and start the truck up. "If you need to," I add, "don't be afraid to take him to the crazy hospital again." "Be careful driving," she says. "Once you get there, don't drive around too much." I smile. She smiles and waves goodbye. I start the long drive there, over bridges and into the woods. It's dark when I arrive. I get out my flashlight, walk past the old gnarled tree, and open the door to the house. It smells of must and mold. A graphic design concept for the perfect city. Can you imagine? Modern convenience, country comfort, affordable living. Can you imagine? A place where the ideals of youth are allowed to flourish into adulthood. Can you imagine? A town where everyone is happy and content, yet not controlled in any way. Can you imagine? A city without suffering or pain, hardship of any kind. It's real. Coming soon to a neighborhood near you.